After Tara's stuti of Rama, after Vali's death in Kishkindha Kandam, towards the end of Kishkindha Kandam is when there are 4 teams which are prepared. There is one team which goes south that comprises Hanuman, Jambavanta, Nala, Neela and Angada. Well, they all reach the south, and with the motivation given by Jambavanta and direction given by both Sampati and his son Suparshva, Hanuman leaves Bharatadesham to meet Sita. There he meets Mata Sita, receives her blessings, gives the insignia, which is the Anguliyam, and receives the gem-studded hair clip called Chudamani, receives her blessings, Ashta Siddhi Nava Nidhike Data. Then, receiving the blessings, he leaves Lanka Pradesham and comes back. Rama gives his Alinganam, Apara, Paravara, Parikha, Parivrita, Parapura, Parasrita, Vada, Hanaja, Vanapa, Vanabhava, Kapivara, Parishwanga Bhavita, Sarvaswadana, says the great polymath Vedanta Deshika. Then, while they were contemplating as to how to leave Bharatadesham, taking all the Vanara retinue, that is when Vibhishana seeks asylum, now that the CAA has been implemented, he comes from Lanka. And Rama says that you have come seeking dharma. They do Sharanagati to Samudra Raja, who initially doesn't respond. Then when Rama lifts his bow and his quiver of arrows, he comes Pahimam, Pahimam, saying that you can construct a setu. Setu patha sima simantita samudra, says Deshika. Tyagaraja says, I pay my obeisances to that setu. Vandaya namo Raghunandana Setu Bandhana Bhakta Chandana, in his famed Geya Natakam called Prahlada Bhakti Vijayam. Then taking all the Vanaras to the land that was protected by 3 fortresses. The Alvar says, Mummadil Shur Ilangai. The first fortress was that of the mountains, second of the forest, third of the oceanic waters. He breached all the 3 fortresses and is ready to fight the tyrant king of Lanka called Dashanana or Ravana. There is a yuddham that happens. Being the Adi Kavi of the Adi Kavyam, Valmiki has to give an upama, a simile. He says, what simile will I give for this fierce battle that struck between Rama and Ravana? He finally comes to the conclusion that there is no simile. Like how he says, Gaganam, look at the sky. Can you keep saying where its ends are? You can't. It's the vast expanse of the sky. So what is the simile for the sky? The sky. Gaganam, Gaganakaram. When you go stand in front on the shores of the ocean, all that you can see is water. All that you can see is waves. The waves never stop. The water never evaporates. So when you look at the vast expanse of the ocean, and if you are hunting for a simile, what is the simile? The ocean. Gaganam Gaganakaram, Sagaram Sagaropamam. Like how for the sky is the simile. For like how for the ocean is the simile. For Rama Ravana Yuddham, Rama Ravana Yuddham is a simile. Rama Ravana Yor Yuddham, Rama Ravana Yor Iva. It was a fierce battle. After having struck all the demons, finally comes Ravana. Rama does give him a chance. There is a famous saying in the Tamil, Indru poi, nalai va. For programs, we can't do that, right? We begin half an hour. So Indru poi nalai va. Go take that time. See, Rama still gives him a chance. He says, see, you can come and tell me tomorrow, Rama, it was a mistaken identity. I had to kidnap somebody else. By mistake, I kidnapped Sita. I give her back to you with 2 packets of Ceylon tea. Take it. You still have a time, a chance to mend your ways. Ravana was incorrigible, irreparable and irreversible. He didn't. He came on the next day. It was a fierce battle. He lost. His body was lying on the place. Even if you go to Lanka today, there is a place from where Rama shot. The locals believe it was called Dunuvila. If you go to a place, the capital called Colombo, which is called Colombo, From Colombo, you go on your way, you see a place called Kandy, which in Tamil used to be called Kandi. And after Kandi, you go to a hillock called, it's a hill station today called Novara Elia. In Novara Elia is a small place called Sita Elia, which is on the way to Velimada. And on the way back, you will see a lake called Dunuvila. Dunuvila in Sinhalam means the place from which the arrow was shot. Dunuvila. And where was it? Where was the target? Ilak in Tamil means target. Lakkegala. So it's called Lakkegala. So that's called Verangan Tota. So these are all names. Then Divirumpola, where the Satya Agni Pariksha was done. So every place, when you start going to Lanka and start exploring, the locals will tell you Ramayanam. Now, when the body was lying, Mandodari came running. Her name is Mandodari. Mount Mando. It's not Mandodari, it's Mandodari. जैसे कि वो मोदी है, not Modi. It's Modi, da. Like how it's not dosa. It's dosa, right? So forget D for some time. Though that's my first letter. Forget that D for some time. It's the. Dosa, Modi, Mandodari. Manda Udari. Her abdomen was that slender. This woman comes and she, with a melancholic voice and face, starts lamenting over the death of her husband. Then she turns and sees Rama. She sees Rama, the one who has vanquished Dashanana, Ravana. She goes running towards him. Imagine, it's the setting sun in the background. The sun is about to set. The sky is all red with hues of orange and red and yellow. She's running in the foreground, a typical Maniratnam scene. So she's coming, running. And her shadow is falling in the forefront. There is Rama seated on the boulder. As she comes running towards Rama, there is a beautiful anecdote. This Valmiki doesn't mention. The anecdote is, while her shadow was preceding her, Rama went an inch back, for he did not want even her shadow to touch him. She was wondering all this while what made her husband lose in this battle. She got the answer. He did not want another lady's shadow to touch and look at her husband, who went behind every woman by force. This characterlessness in her husband, and he being the epitome of pure and pristine character, is what that made him win. Now she has to again admonish, like how Shurpanaka had to admonish, like how Tara had to admonish. Now she says, Vyaktamesha Mahayogi Paramatma Sanatanaha Anadi Madhya Nidanaha Mahataf Paramo Mahan Tamasaf Paramo Dhata Shankachakra Gadadaraha Srivatsavakshaha Nityashrihi Ajayaha Shashvato Dhruvaha. 16 qualities she mentions. Her husband is dead. They are putting chalk piece around his body. They are collecting samples for post-mortem. They are doing all this. She says, Vyaktamesha Mahayogi. Who is this yogi without the JCB? Now, Vyaktamesha Mahayogi, because towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, Dhritarashtra asks a question. Who will win? At the start he asks. Towards the end also he asks. That is when Sanjaya thinks he has been working for the wrong person all this while. This man in the 11th Adhyayam of Bhagavad Gita has shown his Vishwarupa. And that has been told to this man. He should know that his 100 sons will be dead soon. But he asks, who will win? Sanjaya, very adept in speaking, he says, O king, I've heard that wherever the man who has mastered the yogic sciences stays, the man who has mastered the science of archery lives, there is victory. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir. Now won't Dhritarashtra fire him? Won't he say, how dare you say that victory is on their side? You know what Sanjaya concludes? This is what my elders have told me. Dhruvani tir matir mama. This is a very nuanced Indian position. See, ivaga Varamahalakshmi Vrata aitu, Janmashtami aitu, Shri Jayanti barbeku. Madhyadalli ivaga Ganesha Chaturthi Gauri. Adadmele barodu Mahalaya Pakshada ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮಾವಾಸ್ಯದಿಂದ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನವರಾತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ತಮಿಳ್ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ತೆಲುಗು ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ they will always have a beautiful laying of steps and dolls. It's called by various names. It's called golu and so on. So you ask certain houses, oh, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಲು ಇಲ್ವೇ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. My mother-in-law has said, of all the teachings that she has done, this is the only one we follow. ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ಅತ್ತಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. You can never court-martial her, right? Because you can always throw blame on dead people. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಪಾರಾಯಣ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತಿಗೆ. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮದು? ಯಾರ್ರೀ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತಿಗೆ? So this is how Sanjaya says, Dhruva Nitir Matirmama. My elders have told me in Krishna Avataram, Yatra Yogeshwaraha, Sanjaya says in Rama Avataram, Mandodari says, Vyaktamesha Mahayogi. Who is he? The one who has no equal and the one who has nobody beyond him. Paramatma, Paroma, Yasyasa, Paramatma. Uttarum, Mikkarum, Illada, Mamaya, says Alvar. Vyaktamesha Mahayogi, Paramatma. Who is he? Has he come yesterday? Well, was he born yesterday? Sanatana, eternal, perpetual. Sir, that's very abstract, right? People always grade you as an extremely very good scholar if you talk abstract things. Well, in the transcendental space, you can see the white light that reaches through all our senses. If you say like this, people will pay and come. If I say Paramatma, Sanatanaha, Rama, ಏನ್ರಿ ಇವ್ರು ರಾಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲೋ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಇವರು. Right. If we tell clearly, then people. That's why 1 or 2 lines in my lecture, all lectures, I'll generally give 1 or 2 abstract things. Then they'll retain me in that Vidvat Goshti. புரியாத மாதிரி 2-3 சொல்லிடணும். அப்போ தான் ஓஹோ பெரிய வித்வான்னா, புரியாத மாதிரி இருக்குது, எல்லாம் புரிஞ்சுவிட்டுதானே அப்படி. So, Vyaktamesha Mahayogi Paramatma Sanatanaha Anadi Madhyanidhanaha, the one who doesn't have a beginning and an end. Mahataf Paramo Mahan. He's beyond Mahat. Is he beyond? Is he that light? You know, the Western world said, oh, the God said, let there be light. That let there be light is Tamasaf Paramo Dhata. The one who is beyond darkness. What is beyond darkness? Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? Narayana. Where is he? Vaikunta. How can you go to Vaikunta? Crossing darkness. In Tirunelveli, there is one shop called Iruttukkadai. If you have not heard of it, it means the dark shop. Rowling says dark lord. This is dark shop. So this dark shop sells one delicacy called Tirunelveli Halwa. So the dark shop gives you halwa. What if I consume Vaikuntham? Tamasaf Paramo Dhata. If you cross darkness, you go to Vaikuntham, says Mandodari. You have this, you go to Vaikuntham. Tamasaf Paramo Dhata. How is he? Describe him. Shankha Chakra Gadadharaha. He holds the discus and the conch. Shri Vatsa Vakshaha, because Dwarapalakas also have Shankha Chakra. Maybe she meant Dwarapalaka. No. Shri Vatsa Vakshaha. He has a mole on his chest called Shri Vatsam. Shri Vatsam anta helidre Bhagavantana Vakshasthaladilli iro mole. That mole is called Macham. We say in Tamil, right? That's called Shri Vatsam. His mole has a name. Nama mole kalam pelu vepom. Generally, if you have a mole, you call Kabali. Soda bottle. This is Shri Vatsa Vakshaha. Idella eppadi translate pandrathu. Anuvada madake kashta. Adikke 2-3 ಭಾಷೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸುಲಭ. Shri Vatsa Vakshaha. He has Mahalakshmi on his chest. So, Mandodari Vakyam in Yuddhakandam clearly says that she recognizes him as Narayana. Why am I telling this? You know, some great Mahans, triple refined, they will do PhD. In Valmiki Ramayana, Valmiki Maharishi, Valmiki ji states that Ram is only human. There is no reference to him as divine. They wouldn't have touched the Moola Ramayanam. They can't utter the one line of it. But their PhD thesis will be entirely on this. clearly she says, Paramatma, Sanatanaha, Anadimadhya Nidanaha, Mahataf Paramo Mahan, Tamasaf Paramo Dhata, Shanka Chakra Gadadaraha, Srivatsavakshaha, Nitya Shrihi, Ajayaha, Shashvato Dhruvaha. She says, people say, Ma, Atkar, wait, ma. Husband is dead. Thoda ro, nahi. Ye Narayan hai, main dekh chuka hu. She went away. See, in the Ramayana, you sing and hear praises of Rama, Rama's beauty, Rama's prowess, Rama's valor from unexpected quarters. One whose nose has been chopped, praises. One whose husband in Kishkinda is dead, praises. One whose husband in Lanka is dead, praises. He must have not paid them, right? Thoda payment kar deta. 200 rupees on packet ban padate. Nana praise. No. That is Rama. See, Ramayanam is not about Hanumanta, Jambavanta, Sugriva, Guha, Bharadwaja, Agastya, Sutikshna, Sharabhanga, Atri, Anasuya, Vasishtha, Kaushalya. Not them praising. Tara, Mandodari and Shurpanaka praising. That is Rama. That is Ramachandra. Now, we present the last segment of Mandodari Vakyam, which is very important in the Ramayana. Trust me.
ஒரு மானிடன் என்னை இன்று போய் நாளை வா, இன்று போய் நாளை வா. ஒரு மானிடன். Takajam, tarijam, takajam, tarijam, kitajam, tarikadom, 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 tarikadom. Tatam tarin dhanan jonun dhimi kita kidatika tarikadum takkadatika tarikadum takkadatika tarikadum ta.
Ravana Madanam Rakshita Bhuvanam Ravana Madanam Rakshita Bhuvanam. Ravanamardanam.
கரங்களாலன்றோ நீ என் பதிக்கு மோட்சம் தந்தாய், என் பதிக்கு மோட்சம் தந்தாய், மோட்சம் தந்தாய். யக்தமேஷ மகாயோகி பரமாத்மா சனாதன அநாதி மத்ய நிதனோ மஹதः பரமோ மகான். तमसः परमो